Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you are sitting at a desk right now, or maybe you just wrapped up a super long day stuck in a chair, you're going to want to listen very closely to this. Today we're walking through a really simple 15-minute nighttime mobility routine, and the goal here? To completely undo the physical damage caused by sitting at that desk all day. We are literally talking about taking just 15 minutes to totally unlock your body.
Here's exactly how we're going to break this down today. First, we'll look at the desk body problem itself. Then, we map this directly onto the three active phases of our routine: ground decompression, the slow flow, and system integration. Finally, we'll talk about turning this into a 15-minute daily habit.
All right, part one, the desk body problem. Let's talk about undoing your workday damage.
Okay, let's dive into this. 8 hours a day. That is the average time you spend entirely compressed. Think about it. You're hunched over a computer screen, you're locked into a car seat during your commute, or you're just sitting perfectly still in these endless meetings. When you spend 8 straight hours in that single rigid position, your nervous system actually gets trapped in that pattern of tension. It literally learns to hold you tightly in that exact compressed shape.
Now, when most of us feel that tension, what do? We try to fix it with passive stretching, right? We just hold a static position and wait for our muscles to kind of magically relax. But actually, scratch that. After a full day of being totally locked up, your body just doesn't respond well to passive static holds. It absolutely needs active restoration. You have to move through the tension. Because your nervous system is stuck, you've got to provide it with brand new movement information if you want it to finally unlock.
So that brings us to part 2. Phase 1, ground decompression. This is where the physical transition happens and we deliberately begin to undo that desk posture. Ground decompression is exactly what it sounds like. It's the process of creating actual physical space between your ribs and your vertebrae. I want you to try to visualize this for a second. You have been compressed all day. Your rib cage has barely moved for hours. So we're going down to the floor to pull that structure open again.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how highly targeted these 3 decompression steps are. You start off with child's pose lateral reaches, about 10 reps per side. You just reach to one side, and you'll literally feel your rib cage, your lats, and your hip open right up. Don't force it, just breathe into the space. Then, you move into cat-cow to downward dog for 10 reps, which targets the spine directly. And finally, supine knee circles on your back for 30 seconds aside. This gently releases the lower back against the floor and just melts the tension right out of your hips. While you're doing that cat-cow movement, you're practicing something called spinal hygiene. Your spine is beautifully designed to move through these vast ranges of flexion and extension, but most of us completely lose this ability because our spine just turns into one locked-up unit sitting in our office chairs all day. You need to start from your tailbone and let the movement wave through each individual vertebra, just one at a time.
I love this quote because it perfectly captures the mindset you need to have here. Every rep is restoring movement that your spine should have, but probably lost. Whether a certain area feels perfectly smooth or totally stuck, it's totally fine. You aren't forcing a single thing. With every rep, you are just gathering information about where your body's restrictions are hiding.
Moving right along to part 3, phase 2, the slow flow. This is where we start restoring your missing range of motion.
Here is your checklist for the slow flow. And notice the words flow, circles, and transitions. These are dynamic flows, guys, not static holds. You're going to do 30 seconds per side of quadruped hip circles on your hands and knees. Then, 30 seconds of a low lunge flow per leg, followed up by 10 controlled reps per side of active pigeon pose, where you just gently rock side to side. And finally, 20 total reps of 90-90 transitions down on the floor. But as you move through those 4 steps, you really must follow these ground rules. First, let your hips lead the movement, while the spine just follows along naturally. Listen to the physical restrictions your body is communicating to you. If something feels stuck, go ahead and explore that space. But whatever you do, do not force a painful static hold. Just maintain complete control of the movement the whole time.
Think about the low lunge flow and the active pigeon pose for a second. Your hip flexors have been chronically shortened all day from sitting. You simply can't just aggressively stretch them out. They must be taught to lengthen and shorten dynamically again. Moving gently through that tension, that is how your nervous system actually learns that it is safe to finally release it.
So the crucial point is right here. Your hips are the foundation of your body. When they don't move well, everything else just has to compensate. And this is exactly why those 90-90 transitions are absolutely vital. Sitting with both hips at a 90-degree angle and slowly transitioning side to side restores your pure internal and external hip rotation. And trust me, those are the very first movements that a lifestyle of sitting completely destroys.
Okay, part 4. Phase 3, system integration. Preparing the body for deep sleep.
These final 2 movements are really all about just letting gravity take over. First up, the supine pigeon bridge. You're lying on your back with one shin crossed over the opposite knee, and you gently lift your hips just enough to feel the stretch. You don't push hard at all, you just breathe, and you let gravity release your entire posterior chain. Finally, the happy baby flow, where you grab your feet and gently rock side to side, massaging your spine perfectly against the floor.
Now, what you are doing here is called system downregulation. See, this phase is so much more than just a cool-down stretch. It's a profound neurological signal. You are actively transitioning your nervous system out of that high-alert, locked-up daytime tension. You're signaling to your brain that the workday is officially over and it is finally safe to prepare for rest.
Just let this quote sink in for a moment. This gentle rocking motion signals to your body that it's safe to let go, that the day is done. During that happy baby flow, as you rock side to side, you just let the movement slow down naturally. You let your breathing slow down, you seamlessly transition from being locked up to being completely open and ready for recovery.
And that brings us to part 5, the 15-minute daily habit. Let's talk about achieving some long-term transformation.
And this brilliantly illustrates the choice you make every single night. Look, if you skip the routine, you stay locked up overnight, you're going to wake up with morning stiffness, and your nervous system just stays stuck in tension. But with just 15 minutes of active restoration, you recover naturally overnight. You wake up with restored mobility, and your nervous system is completely downregulated.
If you actually commit to this consistently, the ultimate rewards are huge. Your sleep quality will dramatically improve, mostly because you aren't fighting daytime tension all night long. That awful morning stiffness, it completely disappears. You'll experience increased daily energy because your body isn't wasting all its resources just fighting its own restrictions. This isn't some crazy, complicated protocol. This is simple, highly effective, long-term body maintenance.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. Your body is currently locked in tension from everything you demanded of it today. Will you give it just 15 minutes to break free tonight? You've got the tools, you have the routine, and you know the exact 3 phases to make it happen. So get on the floor, start decompressing, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.